You brush your teeth every day, sometimes twice a day. Some people even brush after every meal, and yet plaque keeps showing up. Your teeth don't feel clean for long. Your gums bleed when you spit, and you're left wondering how something so basic still isn't working. That frustration is real, and this is where most people get confused. Because the problem is not that you're lazy, careless, or doing nothing. The problem is that no one ever explained how plaque actually works and what brushing is truly supposed to do. In this video, I'm going to explain the whole picture. Not quick tips, not tricks you forget tomorrow, but the real biological reason plaque sticks around and the exact way brushing is meant to remove it. As we go through this, everything will start to connect, and you'll understand why brushing harder hasn't helped, and why slowing down will. Let's start with the most important rule, because everything else depends on it. Plaque is not food. Plaque is not dirt. Plaque is a living bacterial film. That matters because living bacteria behave very differently than debris. Food can be rinsed away, stains can be polished away, but plaque's structure, it attaches itself, protects itself, and grows stronger the longer it's left alone. Within about 24 hours, plaque begins organizing into a mature biofilm. That biofilm traps acids, irritates gums, and creates inflammation. Once it hardens into tartar, brushing no longer removes it at all. So brushing is not about scrubbing teeth. Brushing is about disrupting plaque before it matures. This is where people get stuck. The first major mistake is brushing with force instead of control. Most people believe pressure equals effectiveness. So they push harder, they scrub faster. They think, if I just brush more aggressively, this will finally work. Biologically, the opposite happens. When you brush hard, the bristles bend outward. That bending prevents them from reaching into the narrow space where plaque actually lives, which is right along the gum line. At the same time, hard brushing irritates the gums. Inflamed gums release fluid and inflammatory signals that actually make it easier for bacteria to thrive. This is important. Chronic irritation tells the gums to slowly recede, and when gums recede, more tooth surface is exposed, giving plaque even more area to attach. This is why people who brush aggressively often have more plaque and more gum problems over time. I once worked with a patient who brushed 3 times a day and still had heavy plaque buildup. We didn't change her toothpaste or toothbrush. We only reduced pressure and slowed her movements. Within a month, her gums stopped bleeding and plaque levels dropped. Not because she did more, but because she finally did it right. The next problem is brushing the wrong place. Most plaque does not live on the flat surface of the tooth. It lives where the tooth meets the gum. That tiny border is the most biologically active area in your mouth. Saliva proteins collect there. Bacteria attach easily there, and inflammation starts there first. If your toothbrush is flat against the tooth and never angled toward the gum line, you're missing the plaque that matters most. This is why angle is more important than brand. A gentle angle toward the gum, about 45 degrees, allows the bristles to slide slightly under the gum edge. That movement disrupts plaque without injuring tissue. You are not digging. You are not scrubbing. You are gently breaking bacterial structure. This is where people get confused because they think electric toothbrushes solve technique problems. They don't. Electric brushes help with consistency, but they still require correct positioning. If the brush head never reaches the gum line, plaque survives no matter how advanced the brush is. Now let's talk about time, because this is another hidden blocker. Plaque removal depends on contact time, not speed. Rushing through brushing creates friction but not disruption. Plaque needs a few seconds of gentle motion in each area to break apart. Think of plaque like wet algae on a rock. A quick swipe doesn't remove it. Slow, controlled movement does. This is why the 2-minute rule exists, not because of the clock, but because your mouth has multiple zones that all need attention. And this is where people unintentionally skip problem areas. The back molars, the inside surfaces of the teeth, and the lower front teeth are plaque magnets. Saliva pools there, feeding bacteria. These areas often get brushed last or not at all. This is where people get stuck without realizing it. Now let's clear up a major myth. Foam does not mean clean. A lot of people believe that heavy toothpaste foam equals effectiveness. In reality, foam often encourages fast, sloppy brushing. It blocks visibility and creates the illusion that something productive is happening. The mechanical movement of the brush removes plaque. Toothpaste supports enamel and fluoride delivery, but it does not replace technique. This is why people using minimal toothpaste with proper brushing often have better plaque control than people using a full strip and rushing. Now let's zoom out, because brushing alone is only one piece of the system. Your mouth is part of your immune system. If you are chronically stressed, sleep-deprived, dehydrated, or dealing with blood sugar instability, plaque forms faster and becomes more aggressive. Stress hormones like cortisol change saliva composition. Poor sleep reduces immune activity in the gums. Elevated blood sugar feeds oral bacteria and increases inflammation. This is why 2 people with identical brushing habits can have very different plaque levels. I've seen patients improve plaque control simply by improving sleep and hydration, without changing toothbrushes at all. This is important because plaque is not just a hygiene issue. It's an inflammatory issue. Plaque bacteria release toxins that trigger immune responses. Over time, that inflammation doesn't stay confined to the mouth. It affects blood vessels, insulin sensitivity, and overall metabolic health. This is basic biology, not fear-based thinking. At the cellular level, proper brushing reduces bacterial load, lowers inflammatory signaling, and allows gum tissue to repair itself. This is why immediate results are not the goal. If your gums bleed less after a week, that matters. If your teeth feel smoother for longer, that matters. If your breath improves in the morning, morning that matters. These are signs of internal improvement. Plaque reduction is a process, not a quick fix. When brushing is done correctly, gentle pressure, correct angle, slow movement, and consistency, it prevents plaque from organizing. And when plaque can't organize, it can't harden, inflame, or cause damage. Here's the deeper issue most people never hear. Chronic plaque buildup is a sign of oral inflammation imbalance. Brushing the right way doesn't just clean teeth. It restores balance between bacteria, saliva, and immune response. That's why it works. And that's why it lasts. You don't need harsher tools. You don't need aggressive techniques. You need precision, patience, and consistency. When brushing is done correctly, it supports healing instead of fighting the body. And once that system is working, everything else becomes easier. This approach is powerful, restorative, and sustainable when done right, and understanding it changes the way you think about oral health entirely.